you look at all the data, right? The survival rate for a child who's younger than, pick an age, 20, if you want to go that high, is 99.999999%, right? And you look at the data in Tennessee, the mortality rate for those age groups is 0%. Now there's been a few, but the mortality rate is basically 0% for those students, or for those people that age. Is the Delta variant a little bit different than we saw last year? Yes. Is it more infectious? Yes. Is the mortality rate higher? No. So what we saw last year and what we saw shut down, we saw schools shut down. They shut them down saying that the kids were at risk. Come to find out, there wasn't much risk for children. And so using an example where it's very minute to do that, in my opinion, is not the right direction to go. If the data does change, then we can always reevaluate. But you've had now over 12 months of data in the state of Tennessee where the data doesn't point out that that risk is greater than those who are age 60, 70, 80, or 90 years old.
And Mr. Speaker, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the experts for the country, say there is a risk to children. It may not be mortality, but children being hospitalized. And yet you're talking about punishing school districts that want to take the extra step of protecting their children by having them wear face masks.
Well, that's an interesting concept that we're punishing kids when they shut down for a year or a year and a half, and the test scores have come back to be double-digit loss. So I don't know who's having more effect on the students.
My question is about face masks.
Well, I understand, but you can have that conversation, but you're going to have the same conversation, right? You can also say making a kindergartner wear a face mask. My daughter's 7 years old. Making her wear a mask in the classroom all day long is beneficial to her? I'm not so sure about that. We can listen to healthcare people. You can listen to the economists. But at the end of the day, we're elected and we make the decision that we feel are best based on the information that we have. I appreciate their opinion, but the data, in my opinion, does not support schools mandating, based on the risk, students wear masks every single day.
And should school systems be punished if they want to be safe and protect their children from the risk of COVID?
Punished by telling them they can't mandate a mask? If that's a punishment, sure. Sure. I mean, if we need to come into a special session and say that school systems cannot mandate masks on kids, I'm happy to do that. I'm sure our members are happy to do that. If they want to shut their schools, again, you want to talk about high crime in Shelby County and Memphis? Why do you think there's high crime right now? Because the schools were shut down. Everybody was at home. Go to Memphis, talk to them.
And if this policy results in children being hospitalized and dying, you're okay with that?
You know, here's the thing for you, is right now, the survival rate for a child is 99.99999%. There's a lot of other things more dangerous to children right now on the death rate than this, based on statistical actual information.